Have you ever wondered about the current state of international relations in East Asia, specifically involving North Korea, South Korea, the United States, and Japan? Let's dive in. It's a high-stakes game of power, with tensions rising to a fever pitch. North Korea has been pushing the envelope, launching a series of missile tests. Their state media even boldly claims these tests are practice for tactical nuclear strikes on South Korea. In response, South Korea and the United States have fired back, both figuratively and literally. Together, they launched 8 missiles into the waters off the east coast of the Korean peninsula, a clear show of force. Japan, too, has voiced strong protest against North Korea's actions, calling them a violation of United Nations resolutions. As if playing a dangerous game of chess, the United States, South Korea, and Japan have been conducting joint military exercises, a move seen by many as an attempt to keep North Korea in check. Yet, North Korea remains defiant, raising concerns of a potential nuclear test. As we can see, the situation is tense, with each party demonstrating their military capabilities in a high-stakes game of power. While the missile exchanges continue, another incident has added fuel to the fire. Just picture this: 4 Russian and 2 Chinese military planes cruising into the Korean Air Defense Identification Zone, unannounced. No formal invitations, no RSVPs. This unexpected visit led to South Korea scrambling jets in a swift response. Although these airborne guests didn't cross the line into South Korea's territorial airspace, their presence was definitely felt. What might seem like a casual flyby to some has actually ruffled quite a few feathers. The Korean Air Defense Identification Zone, or KDIZ for the military enthusiasts among us, extends over the Sea of Japan, also known as the East Sea. It's not just a random patch of sky, it's an area that's been a hotbed of tensions for decades. These uninvited guests from Russia and China, in the midst of ongoing missile exchanges between North Korea, South Korea, the US, and Japan, have certainly turned up the heat. This incident, combined with the ongoing missile exchanges, paints a picture of a region on edge. In response to these escalating tensions, a controversial decision has been made. The United States, Japan, and South Korea have taken a bold step, deciding to share missile warning data. A strategic move, no doubt, but one that has drawn the ire of North Korea. This decision is more than a simple sharing of information. It represents a deepening of military cooperation between these 3 nations, a display of unity in the face of North Korean provocations. Yet it's not without its detractors. North Korea has vehemently criticized this move, viewing it as a further threat to its sovereignty. What does this mean for the future of East Asian international relations? Well, it's a bit of a mixed bag. On one hand, it could serve as a powerful deterrent, signaling to North Korea that any aggressive moves will be met with a united front. On the other hand, it could also be seen as an escalation, potentially fueling further tensions in the region. This decision also raises questions about the balance of power in East Asia. Will this tripartite alliance tip the scales, or will it simply maintain the status quo? And what role will other regional players, such as China and Russia, play in this evolving dynamic? Whether this decision will serve to deter further provocations or escalate the situation further remains to be seen. In just a few short minutes, we've covered a lot of ground. We've delved into the escalating tensions in East Asia, marked by missile exchanges between North Korea and the combined forces of South Korea and the United States. We've discussed the unannounced intrusion of Russian and Chinese military planes into the Korean Air Defense Identification Zone, stirring further unrest in the region. And we've touched on the controversial decision to share missile warning data, a move that has sparked criticism from North Korea. As we continue to monitor the situation in East Asia, one thing is clear: the stakes are high and the world is watching.